He grew up in poverty, worked in a factory as a child, and faced hunger and sadness. But he turned his pain into stories, and those stories changed how the world saw kindness, justice, and hope. This is the story of Charles Dickens, the man who taught millions to care about the forgotten. Charles John Huffam Dickens was born in 1812 in Portsmouth, England. His family was poor, and his father often had money problems. When Charles was only 12 years old, his father was sent to prison for debt. Young Charles had to leave school and work in a shoe polish factory. He worked long hours, labeling bottles in a dirty, dark room. He felt lonely and ashamed, but that time would later inspire his greatest stories. He said, "I never could forget those hard days, and I never shall." When his father was released from prison, Charles returned to school for a short time, but soon he began working again, this time as a clerk and then as a reporter. He was clever, hardworking, and full of energy. At night, he wrote short stories and sketches about everyday life in London. People loved his writing. It was funny, emotional, and real. In 1836, he published his first big success, The Pickwick Papers. It became a hit across England, and suddenly, Charles Dickens was famous. He didn't stop there. Over the next years, he wrote many novels: Oliver Twist, A Christmas Carol, David Copperfield, Bleak House, Great Expectations, and more. His books were not just stories, they were lessons about society. In Oliver Twist, he showed the hard life of orphans and poor children. In A Christmas Carol, he reminded people to be kind and generous. And in David Copperfield, he told a story close to his own, about a boy who rises from poverty through courage and hope. Dickens had a special gift. He could make people laugh and cry in the same page. His characters felt alive: good, bad, rich, poor, funny, cruel, and kind. And he wrote in simple, beautiful English that everyone could understand. He said, "Have a heart that never hardens, and a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts." But Dickens wasn't just a writer. He was also a voice for the poor. He spoke out against child labor, unfair laws, and the terrible conditions in factories and workhouses. Through his books, he made rich people pay attention to the struggles of the poor. His stories helped inspire social reforms in England, real changes that improved lives. Charles Dickens also loved performing. He gave public readings of his stories and traveled around England, America, and Europe to meet his readers. People waited in long lines just to hear him read aloud. He had the voice, emotion, and humor of a born storyteller. In his later years, Dickens continued writing and helping others, even when his health was getting weaker. He died in 1870 at the age of 58, leaving his last novel, The Mystery of Edwin Drood, unfinished. He was buried in Westminster Abbey in London, among England's greatest writers and thinkers. Even today, Charles Dickens's books are read in every corner of the world. They remind us to be kind, to fight for justice, and to care for those who have less than we do. He once said, "No one is useless in this world who lightens the burden of another." From a poor boy in a factory to one of the most beloved writers in history, Charles Dickens showed that words have the power to open hearts and change the world. Thank you for listening. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more simple stories about people who changed the world.